Morning, YouTubers. This morning, we got Leonardo just woke up and he's doing his little pool walk around, and that's the first thing he likes to do is come outside, grab a stick or rocks and throw them in the pool usually. Right on?
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is.
Yep, that's good. He's got always something fun to do. We just gotta watch him.
Careful.
It's so important that we watch him so close at the pool, because when I lived in Las Vegas, I always had a pool there, and there was always at least 1 to 3 toddlers that would die of drowning because for whatever reason they weren't watched, got in the pool, and you know, they drowned. So you got to watch them like a hawk. Don't ever take your eyes off them when there's a pool involved, or any body of water, a pond, lake, river, whatever, right? Yeah, so be very, very careful of that. And that would be your worst nightmare. It's my worst nightmare. I always was so freaked out, you know, not freaked out, but always so diligent of watching. And we're human, so we make mistakes. But that's a mistake you're gonna be hard to live with. So just be careful, right, hon? Mm-hmm. So the reason, not the reason, but one of the things I want to talk to you guys about this morning, real quick, is we just got our electric bill. So I wanted to go over that just real quick with you, just to show you what we pay per month. And here's the bill here. This is what it looks like. And our electric company is called Zeneco, which is short for Zambonga del Norte Electric Company. And there's their billing rate, 14.5. And of course it's in Lilibeth's name. Everything's in Lilibeth's name because I'm a foreigner, right? So, and there's the location where we live and the meter reading and all that stuff, right? And then they have a billion different little fees and stuff they tack onto your rate, but the generation of the actual power that I used was 6,700 pesos, right? So that's like $120, but when they add up all this other junk, system loss, distribution, retail, custom, I mean, they can think up everything in the book, right, that they want to throw at you to increase their bill to you. Just like everywhere, that's what utilities do. They fleece you as much as possible. So the final bill there, as you can see, for the month is 11,000 pesos. So, let's see, what's that? So that's what?
200.
200, yeah, just slightly over $200 US, right, hon?
200.
Yeah, so they added,
$202.
yeah, so they tacked on another 80 bucks more than what I used in actual kilowatt hours, right? For their little party funds. That's basically what I call it, because I kid you not, these guys, the whole month of November and December through the first week of January is all they consider that entire time a holiday. So they only go out on calls unless they absolutely have to. They don't do any infrastructure work or anything at that time. They just plan parties, and I kid you not, I've seen it. So good luck to you if you know, and they try to keep the power on, but like I say, we get power outages constantly because, you know, they use the excuse we're at the end of the line. That's why we have so many outages, because we're the first ones to drop off, which is partly true, but why is anybody dropping off all the time? I mean, I can understand on this, scheduled work, which they don't tell you until after they shut the power off. It's crazy. Anyway, so on this bill, hon, we pay the last 4 months. We've been paying just about 10,000. So this bill is like only 1,000 pesos higher than it's been like the last 4 months. And the reason I think so is because it's dry season. It's so much hotter.
Yep.
I've been keeping the aircon on longer in the evening.
Yes.
So it's sometimes till 9 p.m. And because mostly in the wet season, I'd shut it off between 6 and 7 p.m. And now I'm letting it run till like 9 p.m. because the house is concrete and, I have the roof and attic insulated well, and that's all taken care of. But whatever sun hits the concrete walls, that just heats up, and then it just a radiant heat for hours during the night. And so that's why it's 1,000 more. But that would have been, what was it before? It was 28,000 per month
They're
before
high.
we got the solar. Yeah. So before we got the solar,
are so dying
it was
of it, of
3
thinking
times
about
higher.
how high it is.
What, hon?
We feel so dying of how high it is every month of that electric bill.
When
that
it
we
was
got.
almost 30,000 per
Yes.
month, yes.
We're just like, oh my God.
Of course.
What if we don't have any?
Yeah. Well, we
can't
used to run the aircon all night long though too. And we don't do that anymore either.
Yeah.
And that was part of the problem because Americano was so spoiled he couldn't handle it. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Until I got really
You are so spoiled.
until I got really acclimated to it and said, "Hey, this is so crazy. I have to do something to, save." So,
Filipino understand the way the Americano is because even in your place, I've been there, very cold. It's most cold, It's snowing there in your place. That's why you're not used
well,
to
that was in the mountain house.
it. Just even
That's at over 8,000 foot level in the mountains. Yes,
Yes,
it snows
but-
there.
well, even we are in the city in Vegas.
Only one time it ever snowed there in Vegas. All
But
the
still
years I lived there.
It's colder.
It's cooler in the winter.
The-
Oh yeah, it's definitely cool weather in the desert. It gets cold in the winter time. Yeah, you're right about that. That's true.
What I like it there because of even the sun is so hot to you, but the wind is cooler. The wind is cooler. That's true. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. Though. Sorry about that. I'm just sharing my experience there.
Yeah, that's fine. Because she got to experience snow for the first time when we lived at the mountain house, and that was pretty cool. I got some video photos of that. It's pretty fun. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. So that's $200 is our bill, but we had to put out $700,000 for our solar system, right? So that's a big capital cost that we had to come up with because we were done after 5 years paying, between 20. Well, for a while there we were between like 15 to 20,000, and then the rates started coming way up. So then it jumped us way up into almost 30,000 per month, and I wasn't going to do that anymore. Like this rate is 15 or 14.5, and actually when we pulled the trigger on the solar, it was over 16 during the COVID time, or actually it was after COVID. But the rates jumped way up, so yeah, that's another reason, right? So, anyways, it's great if you're gonna live in the Philippines, you should have solar, period, because you're gonna save yourself some big money. And also, so 700,000 we paid for this solar system, so that's what? $1 million is 20,000. So we spent 17,000, something like that, on the solar system. And I sized it 3 times bigger than I needed because, as you know, I'm still trying to get my export meter where they pay me every single month for all the power I make, because I'm only using, like I say, a third of the power I make. And it doesn't go onto the grid yet until I get my export meter, but they're dragging their feet like crazy on that because they don't want to pay me, right? Yeah, it's unbelievable, right? These utilities, they do pretty much do what they want, and they're really corrupt, man. And I'm not talking about just here, everywhere in the world. They got their own little empire, and they don't like what someone else is profiting in on their little kingdom. So anyway, that's a clue on how much, and we use a lot of electricity here. We got the pool, we got pool pumps, we got, air conditioning we run all day long. Sometimes we run 2 or 3 other little small air conditioners, like in my office I will, and sometimes in a chef kitchen, we have an air conditioner in there sometimes, but that's rare that we run that. And it's a washer and dryer. What really uses lots of electricity is your washers, right? So if you have washing machines, it's your hot water heaters. I take even cold showers now, because you would not believe what the hot water heaters really spike your electric use up.
You're right.
What, hon, were you gonna say?
I said we are using the dryer. It's only once a week. But yeah, it costs electricity though. because-
Once or twice a week, yeah. Sometimes twice a week if, whatever you got going on. Sometimes you have to do more laundry, but. The butter gonna go swimming?
I don't know. Neither do he is.
Usually I just take
You
this.
cannot stop it. Oh, he's trying to put it there so that he can go there in the deep.
Yeah, you gotta watch him close on.
Oh,
Okay, well, tubers, I'll let you go. That was just a kind of an update of what we pay per month on electric. I hope that helped you guys out. All right, bye-bye.
bye-bye. God bless.
Take care, bye-bye.
Have a good day.